All right, man. Apparently, a poll that that asked players who was the worst fans in the NBA, and the Pistons, excuse me, came up number two. So that was kind of a shocker to me. Um, but he said, "Are the Detroit Pistons fans really amongst the worst in the league?" Shout out to Aaron Keller Stress, another great article. I'm pretty sure. Detroit Pistons just finished second worst season in team history, so you wouldn't blame the fans for not showing up, but that didn't happen. Pistons fans continue to fill Little Caesars Arena this season, even though the team was terrible. Okay, Cunningham was out after 12 games. Detroit finished with the 12th best attendance in the NBA. Didn't know that. Not bad for a team that manages 17 wins. It was playing a ragtag group of cast-offs at the end of the season, obviously trying to tank. That's probably why they won't let the women take it down. It says fans are rightfully excited about the future of Detroit Pistons. Some foundational young talent, Kay Cunningham, Jaden Ivey, and Jalen Durham to go along with fascinating players like James Wiseman, solid role player guys like, man, fuck Isaiah Stewart, man. Excuse my language, man. Nigga trash. No offense, Isaiah, just true. Says so when the Pistons finally do put together a winner, can bet the Little Caesars will be packed and loud as it was during Detroit's sustained success runs in the late 80s and 2000s. Right now, perception among players is that Detroit have some of the worst fans in the NBA. Now, let me kind of slow it down there. That's amazing that they got the 12 most best attendance. Now, what you heard, I'm a harp on that for a minute too. So, what you heard from people that was mad that the Pistons moved from the Palace to the city of Detroit. They was mad, oh, nobody gonna come, and why would they move to Detroit? They the Detroit Pistons. And I told y'all, if you move the Pistons to Detroit, people was gonna come. And look and behold, gosh golly gee whiz, people coming to fill up Little Caesars, even though they losing. Even though they losing, people still coming to fill up Little Caesars. And all the naysayers saying it was a bad idea to leave the Palace. Oh, Tom Gores, he won't be able to get the parking. He's going to show. Well, I don't know why everybody be worried about somebody else's pockets. The city of Detroit has showed up and showed out at the Little Caesars. And if they win, they start winning, they're probably going to get their own arena. That's the fact of the matter. They start winning, they probably going to get their own arena. So think about that for a minute. They start winning, they probably going to get their own arena. So, of course, they move downtown because people going to show up and show out. When the Pistons this bad, man, when nobody showing up to the Palace, going all the way out there. If you was going to the Palace, you was basically going to Great Lakes Crossing. You was just making it a field trip. And the Palace was a great arena. But guess what? It's the Detroit Pistons, not the Pontiac, Auburn Hills, Pontiac Lions, and Auburn Hill Pistons. It's the Detroit Pistons, bro. And with the casinos going downtown and them trying to renovate downtown and hopefully get it under control, if all these teams really do start winning, it's gonna be very interesting downtown. They got to continue to expand, the draft coming and everything. So, but are Piston fans really that bad? In a recent anonymous poll, the athletic subscription players were asked a variety of questions ranging from who's the MVP to who's the most overrated player in the league. One set of questions turned to the fans, and the players were asked which arena has the best fans and which one has the worst. Detroit Pistons Little Caesars Arena managed to show up on both lists, as 1.9% of the 103 voters named Little Caesars as the best fans, and 11.1% said it was the worst. The Celtics and Kings were named having the best fans, while the Hornets was funny because the Kings an E40 situation, while the Hornets 15.2% were just ahead of the Pistons as the worst fans. So they showed up on both lists. So part of the reception, Detroit Pistons have had a bad for a long time, and a lot of players have played Little Caesars when it was less full. It could be that some Piston fans boo guys like Drummond. Why? We know why. Stop it. and Blake Griffin for no good reason. It is a good reason. Fuck them. They ain't win. Just because the Lions fans love, they love to praise losing ass Matt Stafford. It don't go the same way in basketball. So let me say that don't work in basketball. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, not sorry. They say Wakanda, we don't do that here. Yeah, we don't praise that losers. They ain't win nothing here. So they can say what they want to say. They ain't win nothing here. But you see, and then people had other video clips of Jamal Murray getting harassed when he was here, and other players getting harassed courtside. It's a different atmosphere in Detroit. It's more urban. Like the Madison and the Palace happened in Detroit. Jesus Christ. Them players wouldn't probably got out of there alive. Or alive and unscathed, neither one. So, it's different. It's more urban. The NBA is the most urban sport out there. They embrace the hip hop community, and guess what? The Detroit Pistons is no different. That's how they keep the ball rolling. Now, will the crowd change? Yeah, when they start winning, as soon as they start winning, they're gonna shoot them tickets right on out the arena. And the crowd will change again. And the Detroit Piston crowd is becoming almost as urban as the Atlanta crowd now. Atlanta Hawks crowd. So I don't think it's quite there yet. But when they shoot them prices up, you ain't gonna see so many urban faces. I'll just leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. But people say, oh, people wouldn't come downtown and this, that, and the third. And them fans that's sitting down there and they got the ice cam and they got the buffs on and they gonna talk shit. They gonna show love too. But I've been down there and I didn't really have a bad experience. It was more Raptor fans from last time. No, I went down there after that too. I forget who the Clippers. I went down there a couple years ago for my birthday and watched the Clippers and stuff. And the fans was cool. Yeah. Even the Toronto game was cool. So, I didn't sit too far off the floor neither. So, yeah, I don't know. Everybody got different experiences. I don't really pay no polls attention, man. They could have been polling bots for all we know. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Christians get notifications. We go live and drop video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App $CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. You can find me everywhere. Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, etc. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.